The reality is that your nafs will have sicknesses. All of us, we will all make mistakes. كل بني آدم خطاء وخير الخطائين التوابون. All of the children of Adam frequently make mistakes. And the best of those who frequently make mistakes are those who frequently repent.
يا منزل الآيات والفرقان بيني وبينك حرمة القرآن.
You will not be able to remove every single issue from your nafs. But what you learn to do is that when something comes up for you, you learn how to deal with it. Like the traveler, you cannot go down the road and remove every scorpion and every snake from the road. Otherwise, you'll never travel anywhere. But what you do is you avoid them where you can. So you step around them, which when you have these issues of your nafs, you step around them, you try to avoid them. And when you can't avoid them, you learn how to be able to deal with them. If we don't purify our nafs, what is the condition that it will remain upon? In Surah Al-Ahzab, Allah Azza wa Jal tells us, إِنَّا عَرَضْنَا الْأَمَانَةَ عَلَى السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالْجِبَالِ فَأَبَيْنَ أَن يَحْمِلْنَهَا وَأَشْفَقْنَ مِنْهَا وَحَمَلَهَا الْإِنسَانُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. We offered the amana of the Sharia of Islam, the amana of doing what Allah commanded you and leaving what Allah made haram. We offered you this amana to the heavens, to the earth, to the mountains. They declined it. And they were fearful of it, and mankind took it on. إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. He was extremely oppressive and extremely ignorant. And this tells us what will be the case of a person if they don't purify themselves. As-Sa'di rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, النَّفْسُ ظَالِمَةٌ جَاهِلَةٌ. The soul is oppressive and ignorant. وَالظُّلْمُ وَالْجَهْلُ لَا يَأْتِي مِنْهُمَا إِلَّا كُلَّ شَرٍ. He said, oppression and ignorance, what comes from them is every single evil. Everything evil you can think of, it goes back to al-zulmu wal-jahl. Everything evil you can think of. Think of any single thing which is evil. It goes back to oppression or ignorance. Either you didn't know that it was wrong and you did it, or you knew that it was wrong and you did it anyway. And these are the two that Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Fatiha, غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِينَ. So all evil goes back to these two things. فَإِنْ رَحِمَ اللَّهُ الْعَبْدَ فَمَنَّ عَلَيْهِ بِالْعِلْمِ النَّافِعِ وَسُلُوكِ طَرِيقِ الْعَدْلِ فِي أَخْلَاقِهِ وَأَعْمَالِهِ خَرَجَتْ نَفْسُهُ مِنْ هَذَا الْوَصْفِ وَصَارَتْ مُطْمَئِنَّةً إِلَى طَاعَةِ اللَّهِ وَذِكْرِهِ وَلَمْ تَأْمُرْ صَاحِبَهَا إِلَّا بِالْخَيْرِ. He said, if Allah has mercy on a person, and so Allah gives them beneficial knowledge, and Allah takes them on a moderate path, a just path, in their manners and actions, their nafs will no longer be zalima jahila. It will no longer be oppressive, it will no longer be ignorant. And it will become mutma'innah. It will become the tranquil nafs. And it will submit to the obedience of Allah and His remembrance. And it will only tell you to do what is good. Here he summarizes for you with the tafsir of Surah Al-Ahzab, this ayah at the end of Surah Al-Ahzab. He summarizes for you that if you don't purify this soul and correct it and bring it towards what is pleasing to Allah, it will remain in a state of oppression and ignorance. But if Allah blesses you with teaching you how to purify this soul, it will leave that description of ignorance and oppression, and instead it will become a soul which is mutma'innah, which is obedient to Allah, and which remembers Allah, and which commands you to do good rather than evil. And Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, اتفق السالكون إلى الله على اختلاف طرقهم وتباين سلوكهم على أن النفس قاطعة بين القلب وبين الوصول إلى الرب. He said, all those people who have taken the path to Allah, even though they have many different roads that they have taken and different ways that they have chosen, they all agree that your soul is what stands between your heart and your Lord. The soul is what stands between your heart and between your Lord. So did we understand now, inshallah, what the goal or what the soul is and where we are going with this? We understood al-Nafs. That we want to take the nafs away from al-Dhulm wal-Jahl, oppression and ignorance. And we want to take the nafs away from al-Ammaratu bis-Su, constantly commanding you to do evil. And we want to bring the nafs towards the one that blames you if you leave something good and blames you if you do something wrong. And it is obedient and submissive to Allah. The nafs that it is said to it, Ya ayyatuha nafsul mutma'innah irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyah. This is the goal. So now we understood what the word nafs means. Now we come to the word Tazkiyah. Can we take from the Quran what is the meaning of Tazkiyah in the Quran? The statement of Allah Azza wa Jal, خُذْ مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ صَدَقَةً تُطَهِّرُهُمْ وَتُزَكِّيهِمْ بِهَا. Surah At-Tawbah. Take from their wealth a sadaqah, yani zakah, that will purify them and give them zakah. And in the word zakah, even zakat in your money, what does it mean? It means two things, right? Zakah in your money is two things. It means at-tathir, purifying, and it means an-nama'u wa ziyada, giving you more money and giving you an increase in wealth. So the same thing is the same thing that Tazkiyah is based upon. Tazkiyah is based upon two things, not one. Some people misunderstood. They thought that Tazkiyah is built upon one thing only, which is at-tathir, cleaning your heart. But it's not. It's built upon cleaning your heart and then building up your heart with praiseworthy attributes and characteristics. Taking the soul and cleaning the soul. And then giving the soul its praiseworthy characteristics that it needs to be successful. So it means at-tathir, purification, and it means an-nama'u wa ziyada, giving you an increase and giving you more. And from this is the statement of Allah Azza wa Jal in Surah Taha, وَمَنْ يَأْتِهِ مُؤْمِنًا قَدْ عَمِلَ الصَّالِحَاتِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الدَّرَجَاتُ الْعُلَى جَنَّاتُ عَدْنٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا وَذَلِكَ جَزَاءُ مَنْ تَزَكَّى. Whoever comes to Allah as a mu'min, whoever comes to Allah as a mu'min, as a believer, having done righteous deeds, it is they who will have the highest of levels. They will live within Jannati Adn, everlasting paradise, under which rivers flow, and they will be in it forever. And this is the reward of man tazakka, the one who purifies themselves. Which meaning is the most apparent in the meaning of the ayah in Surah At-Tawbah? Which meaning is the meaning that comes to you more? It's a tathir, right? Cleaning. خُذْ مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ صَدَقَةً تُطَهِّرُهُمْ. It cleans them. What is the meaning that is most apparent in the meaning of tazakka in Surah Taha? It is an-nama'u wa ziyada, because Allah mentioned the iman and the righteous deeds that they do and their worship of Allah, and that this is what gave them jannati adn. It gave them paradise. So when a person joins between these two things, they cleanse their soul and then they build up their soul. Both of these is what is dealt with in the science of Tazkiyah al-Nafs.